Welcome back. So I'm at my car lot. I don't know when y'all will see this, but and sorry if it's a little loud, I'm right by the road. So this is an 07 Escalade EXT. It's the truck version. Anyways, I've had it for 5 years or so, something to that effect. 2 years ago I parked it. The transmission stopped shifting in it. Sometimes it'd shift, sometimes it wouldn't. But I just want to see if I can get it to start. I've got to move it to another property. I know the battery's completely dead, but I thought I'd walk y'all around it right quick and just see if I can get it to fire up and move. I'm going to keep this thing, I do believe, and put a trans in it and use it for a tow rig and just my general, daily. It was always a good vehicle until the transmission went out. I've put a lot of miles on it. It has a lot of miles on it. It has I think almost 250,000 miles. It's all-wheel drive, LS3, which the EXTs all got the LS3. So, it was like 400 horse. I did a 4-inch Skyjacker lift kit on it years ago. It's got some Havoc wheels. I did a few things. Did a trunnion upgrade on the rocker arms. Nothing crazy. Oh yeah, I did do some Flowmaster exhaust. It sounds okay. So I'm gonna throw a jump box on it and just see if it'll start. I doubt it. I bet I'll have to put it on a booster, not a booster box, but a booster box would work if I had one. I just have a little jump back. It's a little cheap thing. But I bet I'll have to put it on a battery charger and leave it and then come back to it. But let's see what happens. Thought I'd do a quick walk around before we put that jump box on it, or booster box, or whatever you want to call it. It's in there. It's got a 4-inch Skyjacker lift, Havoc wheels. I ran the BFG all-terrains. I really like these tires. I've ran them on a lot of things. Now these are getting old. They've seen a lot of use. They really don't make much noise. My favorite part about this truck was the color. It's like this blue teal color. I had the windows tinted many years ago when I first did it. I always hated these steps. I always wanted to put the steps that are automatic on it, so you could really tell, how well the truck was lifted. Exhaust tip does have a dual exhaust on it that I had put on it. I used this truck to work out of for quite some time, and it's just got a few little pieces of junk in it now. Still, I have to clean all this out, but the tonneau cover comes off, holds out water pretty well. I have no complaints with this thing. It has really served me well. I can't tell you how many trips to Nashville from Knoxville I've taken in it. 4 hours one way, never let me down. I can't complain about it. Let's look inside of it. So it's on the car lot, so I had to put this vehicle is not for sale sticker on it by law. Yeah, that door was stuck. Oh, a box. I don't know what's in that box. Oh, I bought new parts. Yeah, I was going to fix this thing at one time. I bought new turn signals for it. I feel like there's other stuff somewhere. Man, this thing smells awful. There's a kite. When I abandoned this thing, I was thrashing really hard trying to get the car lot open, and it just stopped running. I had car lot cars, so I just started driving them, and this thing got abandoned. Golly, it smells terrible in here. Just junk everywhere. There's me a respirator. Wondered where that was. And my clipboard, I was looking for that too. Anyways, of course it has rear air, sunroof. All the Escalades got a sunroof. I've never seen one without it. One of the cool things about the EXTs is like the Avalanche. You can take this out, seat folds down, and extend the bed. Yeah, look, some cobwebs in it. I don't know if you'll be able to see that on film or not, but You know, seats are in good shape. I mean, really and truly, it's a really good truck. Can you see those cobwebs? Yeah, she's just been sitting. Got a brake controller. Whoever had it before me pulled a trailer too. More cobwebs. Anyways, I'm gonna pop the hood. We'll take a look under the hood, and I'll throw this jump box on it and see if she'll fire off or not. Yeah, I really do love this thing. I miss not having it, so I'll be excited to finally get this thing to where I drive it again. Paint on it. I told you, as a contractor, I worked on houses. Paint on it, paint inside the seat. I'll have to clean all that out if I get it running again. So let me pop the hood and we'll take a look under there. Not much to see here except everything is covered in mud. I'm not your average Escalade owner. I hadn't had the lift on it 6 months, and first chance I had to take it out and get it in the mud, I did, and had a good chance. I'm going to insert a picture and let y'all check it out. I believe she might need an alternator. Look how dark that alternator is. Can you see that? It's usually a sign of a front bearing going out of an alternator. Huh. Interesting. This thing always leaked oil. I'm gonna see if it has any in it before we go and try to fire it off. Oh yeah, that's good. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to pull on that with both hands. It is in there. Well, I managed to get it popped loose without breaking it. These things are synonymous with breaking right in here, and then they're a real nightmare to get out. It's got oil. It's black, but it's got it. I don't care if it's black or not, so I just didn't want to start it without oil because that'd suck. How old this battery is. I didn't put it in it. It was in it when I got it. This truck was really rough when I bought it. The body was good, but all the suspension was wore out. This giant spider web. Big old guy sitting right in the middle of it. Anyways, but I knew I was going to do the suspension, and the tires were all junk on it, and the brakes were all bad. I actually did a cross-drilled and slotted rotors on this thing, front and rear. Yeah, I loved it. Still do. That's the only reason I still have it. I've had a lot of people inquire about it. Nobody will want to pay for it, that's for sure, if I was to sell it, because it wouldn't be cheap. Even with a bad transmission, it still wouldn't be cheap. So anyways, I'm gonna put that jump box on it and we'll see if she'll turn over. So I got this little jump box thing on here. It's a little Noco Boost XL. It's the 1500A series. I've had really good luck out of it for what it is. The battery is completely dead, so let's see if she'll fire up. Oh. Woo! Until she's been closed. Nada. Let me go out there and make sure that's hooked up good. This thing has an... Well, the alarm's going off, so it's working. Everybody will love this. There we go. So you have to push a button on there to make it read that it's hooked up. All right, let's see what happens. I mean, almost to no surprise to me. Ooh, service airbag. Almost no surprise to me. It made some weird noises here. It fired right up. Got a little mole growing over there. I wonder if this thing was leaking. That's probably why it smells so bad. Well, had to do some stuff. Yeah, it's just sitting here idling as pretty as you please. Oh yeah, I forgot I put, I think it's got MSD plug wires on it. I put plugs in it at one point. Trying to find the, there we go, the 2007 6.2 liter. This thing is a hoss. I loved it. So I think it's definitely worth fixing. I may just make this a video. Thing didn't smoke when it started. It's not making any noise. I'm sure, I know it needs a transmission, so that's not even a thing. It used to move, but just wouldn't come out of first gear. So let me know what y'all think. I'm just going to release this as a little short video, but kind of curious to hear y'all's opinion. And you can go ahead, feel free to call me an idiot for not fixing it 2 years ago. But when I stopped driving it, I just didn't need it. I was kind of burnt out on it and broke. So I think I'm going to see if I can get it to back it up and just make sure the forward and reverse works. I can hear the air conditioning compressor kicking on and off. Man, I love this truck. Service airbag, service suspension soon. The service suspension soon thing, I bet you, is the rear airbag system, and they go bad. I'm pretty sure this one's bad. So let's see if y'all can hear this. I think she sounds pretty good. Whew, I'm gonna roll these windows down. Let's see if the windows still work. Well, that one rolls down. That one. Up. There we go, she's broke free. And these things roll all the way down. What about this one back here? Yep. I'm not sure if y'all can see that, I can't. What about the sunroof? She's still open? Yeah, buddy. I do believe she pulled in gear. This thing has the worst backup camera. These were the cheapest backup cameras, but it was 07, so they were really top of the line for the time. Oh yeah, she's gonna pull out of here. Back her up over here. Just moving her. First time this truck's moved in 2 years. I kind of forgot how much I did love it. Look here. Told you I was a carpenter. Only a carpenter would keep a stupid carpenter's pencil in their ashtray. Some bolts in there, change. I don't smoke or anything, so nothing illicit, but that's for a charging cable for a telephone. Yeah, I think she's worth saving. I think it's worth putting the money into a trans. Yeah, I may wash this thing and call this a video. What do y'all say? Does that sound good? You'll notice this side doesn't have any fender flares and the other side does. I done the other side first. This thing really needs a wheel spacer in the rear. The front wheels stick out a little further than the rear, and they don't make flares for this truck. Man, it looks awful. But anyways, so I put these on. They're supposed to be for an avalanche, and the reason why they're not supposed to fit this thing is this vent. And I took and heated that up so it'd go around the vents, but I didn't do the other side. I still have them, they're brand new. We may get those stuck on here too. I always wanted to build a custom front bumper for it too, but you know, time and money, and at that time I didn't have either one, so here we are. I still don't have any money. I have a little more time maybe, but not any money. So I'm gonna cut this off here. We may hit this thing with and wash it and shine it up a little bit and call this a video clean the inside out. See, I bet the drain's plugged up for that sunroof. That's probably why there was water inside. So we'll look at it a little bit more and call this good. This is where I just pulled it out. You can tell it's been sitting here forever. There's dirt basically packed in where the tires were. She's just been sitting. That's what 2 years will get you, I guess, but it's fired right off. There again, not surprised. Well, it's rained for the past 3 days. It's starting to rain again right now. Doing this truck, finishing it, washing it, whatever. I'd intended to do that, but that ain't gonna happen. I've been closing the car lot down. I'm about 95% done with the paperwork. Got to move some cars that y'all seen in the video. But probably the next video will be the Camaro again. I've finally gotten, I think all the parts are finally in. I'm gonna throw this thing together and get it outside. So this truck will be back in future videos. You'll probably see a lot of it. It's gonna be my daily driver once again, once I get the trans in it and get it going. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you ain't too mad at me for the clickbait, go ahead and push that thumbs up button. I appreciate it. Anyways, I'll catch y'all on the next video.